you know, get cheaper accommodation, cheaper food, all of that sort of stuff. So maybe consider that if you're not after the villa tour and the famous people. We're on the hunt for George Clooney's house.
It's on a point.
We're going to find it.
I'm going to say, like, it doesn't look that big. Lake Como is no doubt one of the most beautiful places in the world. We are here right now and just check out this scenery. This is our second time here and we're so excited today. We are actually hiring a boat and we are going to cruise around the lake. We're going to take you to some gorgeous villages. We're going to have some amazing Italian food. We're also going to show you through some villas, historical villas, and just show you so many wonderful things that you can do in Lake Como. So if you're planning a trip, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that follow button. And if you've got any questions, drop them below because we'd be so happy to help. All right, so Tice is going to fix up our boat for the day. Let's go see what he's up to.
We are mid-boat trip and loving it already. Abby and I love the boat trip, don't you, babe?
Yeah, it's the best.
She reckons this is George Clooney's house. What do you reckon? So look how spectacular this is. It's the only way to get around this place,
Okay,
really.
I can confirm it's not George Clooney's house.
Nowhere close to George Clooney's
I
house?
reckon we can find it. It looks like that.
We're on the hunt for George Clooney's house.
It's on a point.
We're going to find it. I think so. One of the things that you can do while you're in Lake Como is go and see a whole lot of these famous villas. So you have like the villas that Star Wars was shot in and the Gucci movie, the same one that was shot in, and apparently you can stay at that one. Gladiators as well, we've just been told. So there's so many awesome villas and it actually feels like another world here when you're looking at everything because it's just, you're in amongst these Alps, there's a massive lake and there's just so many mansions everywhere. It's awesome. What do you reckon, Abby? Do you reckon you found it?
Nah, still got a little bit to go.
A little bit to go. Oh, okay. See, everyone is stopping at the same place. That's my dad. Everyone seems to be stopping there. It looks pretty crazy. I just can't believe people can have these villas and hardly anyone lives in them full time. Only every now and again.
We should make that a service. Like we will come look after your villa.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like a full-time job.
Take care of it and live for free. I would do that.
I would do that too.
I would do that for sure. I guess house sitters, that's what they do, right?
Yeah, we look after your dogs.
Your dogs. If anyone's watching this and has a house in Como.
Yeah.
Or anywhere in the world.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We will come look after your dog.
Look after your dog.
Guys, we have found George Clooney's mansion. There it is. That one right there. I'm going to put proof on the screen because... Do you reckon he's inside? Can we go knock on the door and be like, Georgie?
Yeah.
Georgie boy.
I reckon he's busy making an espresso.
Yeah.
We can go ask.
I'm going to say, like, it doesn't look that big.
There you go, guys. You heard it here first.
I mean, we've seen bigger. But it looks nice.
It's a pretty big one.
Nah, it's got its own little bridge. It's cute. 3-story. Oh, actually, we'll probably go all the way over there as well.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Hey?
Are you scared you're going to run into them?
No, we're not going to run. We're just passing our town and there's this little town a bit further up that I was considering we should go have dinner at. Might be a bit windy here. Anyway, I'm going to show you. You can see. Maybe you can see it. I'm going to zoom in. See the town up there? You can get a little chairlift up to the top there and get some good food apparently. So it might be the goer. Might be doing this tonight. Hey, I was just wondering if you have a table for 3 available for maybe 15 minutes. Grazie. Ciao, ciao. There we go. Having fun? How about you, Abby? You having fun yet?
The best. We are stopping off for lunch now. Our guy that we recommended, the guy who we hired the boat off actually recommended this place.
Yeah.
And it looks busy, but we're gonna park up our boat and apparently they're gonna come and get us on the dinghy.
Yeah, how good is that? So we're gonna go tie to this and we'll see what happens.
All right.
See if we're gonna survive.
Quicksilver 800.
Quicksilver. Brand name.
How did you know?
We have arrived at the dinner place. Lots of old people, Dad says. One of his own. But we're keen for a feed. Abby's hungry. You know what happens when she gets hungry.
All hell breaks
All
loose.
hell breaks loose. So let's fix that immediately. We are at Aurora, which is a little restaurant that you can drive your boat to if you hire a boat, which we'll talk about later a little bit more. But in order to get to Lake Como, this time we actually drove. We got a private driver and it cost us about 150 euro to get here. It's the easiest way from the airport, a bit more no stress. You can also catch the train here from Milano. You can stop at a couple of different places on the way, but one that you should go to is Verona Asino. The reason why is during the peak season you're going to get the ferry much easier, and if you catch the train straight to Como during peak season, then the ferry can be super busy and it might take you a while. Actually, Abby and I, we went during the peak season and it was very busy last year and we had to wait like 45 to an hour for the next ferry. Once you are here, then you can stay at so many different spots. There's the main ones. You've got Bellagio, which is like the main area, sort of, they call it the pearl of the lake. So you can go there, and we would suggest that. We stayed there last time. It was absolutely beautiful, lots to do. And then you have Menagio and Verona, both also very, very beautiful and big towns, and you don't really need to leave them when you're there unless you want to do day trips and everything, because you've got restaurants and things to do all around those areas. We're staying in a quieter place this time called Ageno, and it doesn't have a supermarket. It's very small, it's very cute. We actually really, really love it. And if you are looking for that quiet sort of Lake Como experience, then maybe look for those sorts of places. There are so many little towns scattered throughout, so give it a go.
Our food has just arrived, and take a look at this. Oh my goodness me. We've got the cold cuts meat, fresh bruschetta, and chips.
I think it's bread.
Bread? I don't know what the bread that is, but you know, when you're here, you have to try deep fried bread. You have to try all of the amazing fresh produce in Italy because it's the best part. Yeah, we can halve them.
A little espresso to wrap it up, and kind of need a little pick-me-up after you've had a couple of rosés.
Say some Italian words.
Prego.
What does that mean?
Arrivederci. Bueno. That's it. Grazie.
Well done.
We're done with our lunch. Beautiful, beautiful lunch, and we're waiting to get picked up. and we'll hop on our boat and we're going to go try and find the Star Wars villa. So pretty pumped. My dad loves Star Wars, so we'll see. Hey, go for a swim here. Thanks, Paul. Quicksilver.
Sun's out.
Made it to the Star Wars villa. Look at that. I don't know if you've seen the scene. I'll put it up here. Anakin and Princess Leia having a romantic moment.
Get it on.
Abby got Mamma Mia. I got Star Wars. Europe trip complete.
We both got George Clooney.
And we both got George Clooney. No Nespressos yet.
Jack Clooney.
So I haven't watched Star Wars yet, but I hear that there's 8 of them. So it sounds like we're having a movie marathon tonight. I don't know. Sounds compelling.
Let me know if it's worth it.
Let me know if it's worth it. Nah, it's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, by far. This is what George Clooney's villa should have been. You know, this is what you'd expect from Clooney. There we go. Perfect. So getting around Lake Como, once you're here, there are several ways that you can get around. Taxis is one option, or Uber. They do have Ubers here. We tried to get one yesterday when we were going from our accommodation to the supermarket, which was approximately a 10-minute drive, and it was going to cost us about €35, so a little bit more on the pricey side. We opted for the bus, and it turned out to be free. So I think buses maybe around the Como area are free. Don't quote me on that. It could be wrong. Could be wrong.
We tapped on.
We tapped on. So, and there was nothing on my statement, so that was free. So that's a great way to get around. Otherwise, you can also catch ferries from all of the little towns, and that's probably going to cost you about €5 each way from ferry dock to ferry dock. We do recommend in peak season looking ahead on the website here and booking ahead of time because it can get very busy in peak season. And there are a few types of tickets. I'm vibrating my voice. You can get a single trip or you can get an all-day pass, and that means you can actually hop on, hop off and kind of work your way around all the villages for the whole day for the same fee. So sadly, our boat trip is coming to an end. We booked it through this company here and they were fantastic. You don't need a license, which is the same in Greece. It's so good. I actually haven't driven it yet, but Tice is a pro. And they do give you like a little bit of a rundown of the boat and demonstration and everything. But basically we had it for 4 hours. It was €200 plus additional petrol. But we have about 30 minutes left on my imaginary watch. We're gonna head back and then chill for the afternoon and then take you to dinner.
Argenio, look at that. Very cute little village. Very, very cute little village. But we are up the hill near the church and it's a little bit of a walk, but we've been enjoying it in the morning. And actually there's a gym at the town next. So tomorrow we're gonna go try the gym. But I'm excited to have a little bit of a rest, drink some water after the big boat day. And then we'll go out for some dinner tonight in this cute little restaurant in our town, and you'll get to see the type of food we get, which has been spectacular so far.
So you might be wondering the best time to come to Como, and that is going to be
Now.
during the summer months, which is June, July, August. Although in saying that, you can also visit in the shoulder months of May and September. The weather's going to be a little bit cooler. We were here last September and it was a little chilly. We needed some jumpers on Sundays.
Yeah, we couldn't swim either. It was too cold.
And it was a little bit windy, but you know, it might be a bit cheaper and less crowds at that time. So if you don't mind that, then definitely the perfect time to go. But then look at this, like this is just absolute heaven.
And the other thing, if only a couple of days ago it was very quiet, but one thing we haven't said yet today, we've got something special because we've got St. Giovanni festival, which is this big festival. They set up a lot of fireworks. You'll see that later tonight. But it's just gotten really busy today.
Everyone comes down the start of school holidays, I think, as well.
Yeah.
It's starting to get very busy, but we are doing something special right now too. We're about to head up to Pigra,
Yeah.
which is a small town on top of one of the mountains of Lake Como, and we're going to go and take a gondola up there.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid of heights, so
There's a
See how
few.
this
There's a
goes?
few different ones. They call them funiculars as well. Gondolas that go to the top because there's all these towns that are on top of the mountain. So
only way to get there.
Only way to get there. We should get a good view, have a nice beer, and
See how it goes.
see how we go. We're almost there. Coming up. We can wave at these guys coming down. Wow. Beautiful. How good is that?
What a day.
So we're walking through the town of Pigra, and it's not the most happening town. Everyone's having a siesta, but the views were really, really beautiful from the top. We're going to go have a look at the church, have a quick walk through, try and find ourselves a beer and a cocktail, and then I think that'll wrap us up for Pigra. But always nice to see these little Italian towns.
So apparently this is the place where all of the women in the village used to come and wash all of their clothes and bathe, and it would be because they'd have no running water in the houses, so this would be a place that they would come, and this is where all the original gossip of the village would start.
Everyone in Europe loves a cat. They love their cats. Look at this. Cats everywhere. This is Guido Pinchetti. 2021, so not an old cat picture. Actually relatively quite new. Cute little streets though. We love it. Oh, would you look at that? That's the piazza. Ring a ding ding, you got the
Anyway, we've stopped for a lovely lunch, or we meant to get an afternoon beverage, and we were going to just get one little nibble to share. Originally ordered this, the melon and prosciutto, and then it came with free gifts, which we're not mad about. Absolutely perfect. We've got pizza, focaccia with sardines, bread, chippies and olives. Bon appetit.
One thing that Abby reckons I should do is check the bill more often. So we'll put that in the list of things for me to do. But this place, much cheaper than down the hill, down in Lake Como. And I was thinking, you know, there's lots of lakes around here, and one that we've heard we should go to is Lake Garda. And apparently it's much cheaper and a little less busy. The reason why Lake Como is very pricey and everyone comes here is because lots of famous people come here, and it's got those beautiful dramatic hills, cliffs and everything like that, but also Lake Garda, and there's a bunch of other ones that you can go to also have that beauty, and probably with a cheaper price, and you can, you know, get cheaper accommodation, cheaper food, all of that sort of stuff. So maybe consider that if you're not after the villa tour and the famous people. So we are waiting for the fireworks to start here at our villa, and you know, it's not often that Abby and I stay up unless we've had a couple of drinks, and we had some at lunch, and now just come and check out what Abby's doing.